Think of the absolute hardest problem you've wrestled with this week. You probably made lists, brainstormed, stared at a screen, and basically tried to just force your brain to produce an answer.
Which honestly we all do.
Right, exactly. But what if that exact effort, the pushing, the grinding, is the very thing blocking your aha moment?
Okay, let's dive into this because today we are looking at the writings of Naveen Sinha. And his theories, they totally flip the script on how human insight actually works.
Yeah, it is a massive perspective shift, really. We are heavily conditioned to treat intelligence like a muscle.
Oh, definitely.
Like if you hit a wall, you just push harder. But Sinha's work focuses on the specific cognitive mechanics required for real insight. And spoiler alert, it is not about grinding out a linear solution.
Yeah, and to kind of lay the groundwork here, based on his earlier writings, the 45th Musing on Meta-Intelligence, Sinha argues that before you can even find an answer, you have to accurately locate your current mental state.
And he uses this incredibly relatable image. So imagine staring at a map app on your phone. Your starting pin is marked not known, and your destination is insight.
I love this analogy.
But instead of a route, the app just flashes undetermined time and distance not known.
Which is just infuriating. But the reason the app fails is because insight simply isn't a linear A to B journey.
No, not at all.
When you get stuck on that not known pin, your brain immediately starts throwing out these panic troubleshooting questions. Things like, why is this project failing? Or, how do I fix this right now?
I do exactly that, constantly.
Oh.
And honestly, it usually just makes me feel more stressed out and trapped.
Well, yeah, because those aren't actual questions meant to be solved.
Wait, what do you mean?
They are emotional markers. They basically highlight your frustration and actually tighten your mental loop. Trying to answer them just tangles the knot further.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you have to recognize those stress lead questions and just clear them off the board before any real progress happens.
Okay, so I'm with you on abandoning the panic questions. But logically, if I stop trying to, troubleshoot my way out of the maze, how do I actually find the exit?
Right.
Because, answers don't just magically drop from the sky just because I stopped worrying, do they?
Actually, they kind of do, but it's not magic, it's mechanics.
Really? Okay, I'm listening.
So Sinha introduces this ancient Indian concept called sphota.
Sphota?
Yeah. It shares a root with the word for explosion. It literally means sudden emergence. It's that exact moment when all these scattered pieces of a problem suddenly organize into, immediate coherent clarity.
Oh, like when you've been trying to remember an actor's name for 3 hours and you finally give up and then it just pops into your head while you're shampooing your hair.
Yes, exactly. That shower epiphany is a miniature sphota. What's happening is your brain stops aggressively recycling past memories and assumptions.
But society treats intelligence like a muscle, right? We're taught to just push harder and brainstorm when we hit a wall. Does forcing it actually block the insight?
What's fascinating here is that, yes, it does. When you force a solution, you are just rearranging the same old furniture in the same tiny room.
So trying to think harder actually keeps you trapped in the box.
Precisely. You are trapped in the very structure that created limitation in the first place. To trigger a sphota, you need unconditioned questions that widen your awareness.
Which brings up Sinha's second visual perfectly. The solitary silhouette standing before a vast, explosive, starry cosmos.
Such a powerful image.
It really is. It represents leaving those tight, closed loops for an expansive, universal intelligence field. You step out, and the answer eventually arrives all at once, with a bang.
Exactly. You stop treating the problem as something to fight, and instead create an environment where the answer can suddenly emerge.
So to bring this right to you listening the next time you are hopelessly stuck, stop forcing a linear path.
Yeah, loosen your grip.
Catch those tight panic questions and swap them out for expansive ones. Give your brain permission to zoom out.
And consider this. What if the problem you are currently agonizing over doesn't actually need a better answer, but requires an entirely different state of consciousness to even look at it?
Oh, man. That is absolutely something to sit with. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, stop fighting the maze and keep your questions expansive.